this fun thing called frolicking, which is when they jump up and down when they're excited or alarmed. Now we have entered elephant country. Coming up on your right, we'll be able to spot this African elephant. Also on your left, up against that wall, you might spot a mandrill. They're walking all the way back. Mandrills are known for their colorful faces and rears. And they have little pouches built into their cheeks to help store food. We know that mandrills are monkeys because monkeys have tails while apes do not. Coming up on your right, we'll be able to spot that African elephant once again.
Yep.
Over your right shoulder. Now those trunks are one of their greatest tools. Much like giraffe and okapi tongue, those trunks are prehensile.
This may be it.
Prehensile once again, meaning finger-like. So they use those trunks to help grab just about anything they need. Grabbing food, moving branches, and so much more. One of my favorite facts about elephants is that just one elephant trunk has more muscles in it than our entire human body. Now we're about to pass through the red clay pits, and elephants actually like to eat red clay for the minerals, much like we do with our vitamins. They like to use their tusks to help dig up the red clay to make it easier for them to eat. And coming up on your right, you might be able to spot some of those tusk marks in the red clay. That's a pretty good sign. We'll hopefully see some more elephants like we do all our elephants. They're hiding out by those rocks. Now we are really lucky to be able to see elephants because unfortunately they're still being heavily poached. Researchers have been trying to find ways to help protect elephants. And in their research they found out that elephants are afraid of bees. So since elephants are afraid of bees, a lot of farmers have been putting bee boxes up to help keep the elephants away as well as out of harm's way. Those bees also provide honey that the farmers can sell. So it takes the stress off of any other wildlife.
Look, there's
in the
another
area.
tree of life.
We'll spot another elephant over to our left. We'll also spot these Hartmann's mountain zebras on our right. Now these African elephants will spot some more soon to be on our left. Does anyone know how long an elephant is pregnant for?
18 months?
Close. An elephant is pregnant for 22 months.
22 months.
Almost 2 years of pregnancy. Now also on our left, we'll spot these greater flamingos. Does anyone know how flamingos get their pink coloring? Shrimp, yeah. Brine shrimp have beta carotene in it. And if you look on your right, we'll be passing by this eland really close to the truck, as well as those springbok. Now that eland is one of the largest antelopes here at the reserve, while those springboks are one of the smallest antelopes at the reserve. Those elands make a fun clicking sound when they walk, and that little flap of skin on their throat is called a dewlap. It helps them regulate their body temperature. Now we're passing by those group of flamingos, and the group of flamingos is called a flamboyance. So we're going to say so long to that flamboyance. So long, flamboyance. They'll spot some more elephants on your left over that hill.
Elephant?
wallow. And animals like to use that mud wallow to help get mud on their back, much like this rhino we're about to see on our right. Those rhinos are one of the animal species that love to use those mud wallows, because the mud helps protect their skin from any sun, bugs, or parasites. Now that looks like a white rhino. White rhinos have flat upper lips, and they're one of the larger rhino species, weighing about 5,000 to 6,000 pounds. Coming up on our left, we'll be able to spot some cheetahs laying on top of that hill. Now, cheetahs are one of the fastest land mammals, reaching speeds up to 60 miles per hour in less than 3 seconds. We'll also spot one laying down on the bottom left-hand corner, as well as the top right-hand corner, and one walking across. Now, cheetahs use those tails to help guide them while they run. And you might notice that cheetahs have black markings around their eyes. That's their sun protection, kind of like our sunglasses. And since cheetahs hunt during the daytime, it's kind of nice to have those built-in sunglasses. Now, coming up on our left, we'll spot this pretty big rock formation. And this rock formation actually has a name. They're called copies. And animals like to use these copies to get a better look at their surroundings. Animals much like these lions we're about to see on our left love to use those copies. And on our right, those white rhinos once again. Now, these lions on our left, the females do most of the hunting, but the males do tend to help. They hunt at night, and their eyesight is actually about 6 times better than ours at night. Lions actually sleep for about 20 hours out of the day. And they have a pretty powerful roar. It can be heard from about 5 miles away. Coming up on our left is my favorite animal here at the reserve, the warthogs. Warthogs are one of the largest bird animals.
You get
They
it?
have
Yeah, I get it, Pumbaa.
and 2 claws.
That's Pumbaa.
They like to back into those burrows,
Yep,
so
those
that when a
rhinos.
predator tries to break in, they're met face to face with those razor-sharp tusks. We'll see those white rhinos on our right, as well as some ostrich. Now, rhinos can actually reach speeds up to 35 miles per hour. And those ostrich look like females, because males have black and white feathers, while females have those gray feathers. Ostrich are one of the largest flightless birds, using their wings to help guide them while they run. And on your right, you might spot some ostrich eggs on the ground. Ostrich eggs are one of the largest bird eggs, weighing about 3 pounds, with just one ostrich egg being the equivalent of about 2 dozen chicken eggs.
Oh, wow.
Now, our next stop, we're going to go visit my friend the warden. And my friend the warden's been kind enough to take care of some Nigerian dwarf goats. Nigerian dwarf goats are known for their climbing abilities, and they're pretty playful and social. You'll normally see them in groups. They also provide dairy that the farmers can sell, much like bees provide honey. And speaking of bees, that yellow triangle hanging upside down is one of those bee boxes I was talking about with the elephants. So it looks like the wardens trying to do their part in protecting the elephants. But it also looks like the warden's trying to do their laundry. So I think we're going to head out of here and say so long to the goats. So long, goats. Alrighty, friends, we are on our way back to the village. Did we have a good safari today? Was this anyone's first safari?
No.
clean up after ourselves as well as after others. And let's make sure we recycle. I like to use a reusable water bottle because it helps keep the plastic out of these animals' habitats. If you'd like to visit the village, we sell these things called follow bracelets. Follow bracelets help you track and learn more about a live animal